So class, these positions are defined from the ASME section 9. The ASME stands for the American Society for Mechanical Engineers. So there have been defined the processes of how to define a welding process. In the left side you can see the 1 2 3 4 numbering up to 5 and 1 2 3 4 up to 6 for G. The suffix F is for the fillet joint and G for the groove joint. Earlier we have been studied that what is fillet joint, that one plate is perpendicular to another and both edges are flat, and the groove has one end or both end as a inclined. So keep a watch on that. The one position is for the flat positions, means the welding portion is flat with respect to the horizontal plane. Number 2 is the position for the horizontal positions, means the welding process will be done throughout this process like that. Okay. Number 3 is for vertical positions. The vertical position will start from the bottom end and will finish at the top end. Now see number 4. Number 4 is for the overhead positions. Suppose you are under a roof and the welding joints have been done upon your head. That will be the overhead position. Okay. And F for the fillet joint and G for the groove joint. Here are the elaborated pictures. So you have learned the 1, 2, 3 and 4 position, and now is for 5 and 6. The 5 positions, the 5G 5G positions have been welded in the piping joints, when the large pipes have been joined in parts, because all of you know that a long pipe cannot be manufactured at once. So we have joined many parts, assemble it, welding it, fabricate it to get a required length. So here the 1 2 3 4 number is not valid because it is a curvature. So the welder has been started welding and the job is fixed. That position is called the 5G position. And next, the 6G position. It is very tough to weld and the welder should be highly qualified to do this kind of welding. Here what it's been done, the job have been held in 45 degree and is continuously rotated, and the welder is welding that time also. So what is the 5 and 6 differences? In 5 the job is fixed, the welder is welding, and what is 6? The job is moving and the welder is also welding. Okay, so all these things you will introduce firstly to define a welding process or a welder. So as per section 9 of ASME, the welder has to be qualified welder, means he have to give a examination, a practical welding examination by the quality control engineer. So a test is given to him, he give the test and a certificate issued to him that he is a certified welder. Only after that he can work in industry. Okay, so next we will see the position. First round is complete, it is the second round, it's a 3F position. Okay, and the welding direction will like that, this way and that way. Now it's time for the allied processes. The thermal cutting. We have read already the oxyacetylene gas cutting or welding. Now the arc welding. I am concentrating the most with the arc welding because it is highly used. So what has been done in the arc welding? The electric arc has been processed from the electric welder electrode to the workpiece, and due to the kinetic energy, the test piece and the electrode both have been heated, and resulting melting of the filler material that has been deposited in the void of the mother material. This is the electric arc has been discharged between the two plates. One is negative and one is positive. The next slides have been contained, you will have a clear picture of that. I have mentioned that shield metal arc welding. Here you can have a picture of clear what has been doing practically. Here welding is mainly done in two kind of. One is AC arc welding, another is DC arc welding. See, here is the two poles. One is positive and one is negative. The AC welding is most commonly used in the left side picture, this one. Sorry. This is positive and this is negative. The below is workpiece, the above is welding electrode. When the electrode is positive and the workpiece is negative, the arc flow from negative to positive as per the electrons flow. Okay, so when it is done, the total heat produced in that system is 1/3 in the workpiece and 2/3 in the welding electrode, happening high deposition of the welding electrode. And this picture contains what? The polarity is reversed, means the electrode is negative and the workpiece is positive. What is the difference? The difference is the 2/3 of the heat deposit will be in the workpiece and the 1/3 in the welding electrode. So this process, this reverse polarity process, have been used in the overhead positions, mean the 4G or 4F position, because if the electrode getting highly heated, it will melt first and the deposit will not be proper in the overhead position, resulting wastage of electrode. That's why we use the reverse polarity when the heat is maximized in the workpiece and minimized in the electrode, because then only it will be deposited on the position. So in the picture you have seen, when the flow is from the negative to positive, means this process the deposition rate is very high. Okay, and next is the DC welding. The DC welding is so there is a similar of AC welding process. The polarity, this is the straight polarity. It is being called the DCSP, means DC straight polarity, or DCEN mean DC electronegative. The workpiece is 2/3 of the heat generation and the electrode is 1/3 of the heat generation. In the right hand it's reverse polarity. DCRP means DC reverse polarity, or DCEP means DC electropositive. Okay, so see the three pictures, how the deposition rate is been clearly mentioned. This is straight polarity, high metal deposition rate in the hatched portion. This is the AC one, and this is the reverse polarity where deposition rate is low, but it is been highly affected in the 4G or 4F position. Okay, so when we will see a electrode, many of us see the electrode. It has been a core portion, means the metal portion, and a layer is coating on the top of the portion. So what is the function of the layer? We have to know that.